Hi friends, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary for Monday, the 6th of June in 2022 through Thursday, the 9th. So on Monday, the 6th, started out with doing Mass early in the morning and taping it for later broadcasts, usual morning administrative phone calls, and then a staff briefing at 8:30. It was a decision day for the Supreme Court. So after doing some initial meetings with staff and desk work, I went into the TV studio and with our communications director, we monitored what decisions were coming out from the court so that we could be ready just in case one of them would be the Dobbs decision, which it was not. Then did an 11 a.m. live interview, not live, but a taped interview there in the studio with a special guest for later broadcast. Then had a meeting with our studio team, and we have a new staff member helping our video productions. We did some work with them, did some planning for a pro-life news show that our communications director is going to oversee. We did various work at my desk, including giving a book endorsement, doing planning for upcoming trips and upcoming broadcasts, and data work that we have to organize, and an article that I wrote for a publication that requested it, and some postings for the website. Some work with our resource department on descriptions for products that we are sending out and other web postings. Had a 3 o'clock interdepartmental meeting with some administration and some people regarding the travel department and upcoming plans. An update meeting with Mark, who helps oversee operations. Had a quick dinner, and then at 7:30 in the evening on Monday the 6th, had the Good Shepherd call. This is an hour-long Zoom call for clergy dealing with healing after abortion. We had Dr. Teresa and Kevin Burke on. So that was a good evening event. And after that, just some quiet wrap-up work and prepared to go to bed. That's Monday the 6th. Tuesday the 7th, similar start to the day with early Mass, and then the usual administrative and staff meetings and the briefing. Worked on some press releases, especially in preparation for the court's abortion decision. Worked on the election calendar. Had an 11 o'clock interview in the studio with a pre-taped interview with a guest for our Praying for America show. Did some follow-up work to the Good Shepherd call and the clergy that were there. Some planning for upcoming trips. Had an administrative phone call at 1 o'clock. Did some reading in relation to the Supreme Court, and worked on a report about the bishops, and more desk work throughout the afternoon, various meetings with staff. After that, I did my my half-hour daily walk and some evening phone calls. At 8 o'clock, I had a live broadcast in the studio. That was from 8 to 8:30, and then at 8:30, I had to hop right onto a Zoom call with our nationwide regional coordinators for the Silent No More campaign. And then after that, drove to a local restaurant for a late dinner on Tuesday the 7th. Wednesday the 8th, again, a similar start to the day. Some early email work here at my desk, Mass in the chapel, meetings with administration and the whole staff. And then worked on preparing some TV spots regarding the Dobbs case, continuing our educational work on that. After some more desk work and staff, checking in with staff, I had an 11 o'clock taping in the studio, again with a guest for our evening programs. Right after that 11 o'clock interview, did 11:30 taping of some spots about the Dobbs case, explaining it more for people. And a short break, and then at 12:15, taped another program together with our political outreach associate right there in the studio. Did some work at my desk after a late lunch on some product descriptions, Radio Maria programs, preparing for these radio programs coming up, reaching out to a diocese that is interested in collaborating with us on pro-life matters, reviewed and gave an endorsement of some pending pro-life legislation that I was told about by some staffers in Congress, and did other work at my desk. At 8 o'clock in the evening, I had a live broadcast, went back in the studio to do that, and then after that went by myself to a local restaurant for another late dinner. That was Wednesday the 8th. And finally, Thursday the 9th, early Mass, calls with the administration, briefing with the staff. And then, had to plan for some upcoming meetings, had a 10 a.m. meeting with our newest staff person who's working in the TV studio, did some desk work, quick lunch, taped some more spots regarding the Dobbs case in the studio at 1 o'clock. And then more work at my desk, a travel meeting at 3 o'clock, where we look at upcoming trips, we look at invitations, we assess them, see if I can make them. And then had a conversation with a reporter as well in the national secular media, as well as a Zoom call with a pro-life leader about some new resources that he has prepared. And then, worked on an effort mobilizing our Silent No More campaign to share their abortion stories, because it seems like the pro-abortion side wants to try the same thing. It never works as well for them. But they want to share your abortion story. They want to tell people. So we're telling our Silent No More people about this. And, of course, they're always sharing their stories of pain and regret after abortion. Had a quick dinner. 7:15 p.m. I did my daily half-hour walk while on the phone with Mark about administrative things. We did an update call at the same time. 8 o'clock, went into the studio for a live evening broadcast. At the end of that live broadcast, at just after 8:30, I taped a video for a pro-life group, and I've offered that any pro-life groups that want a little video greeting and blessing from me, I'm happy to make those videos and send them to you. We did that for one of the groups that requested it. Then I came back into my office, signed some cards. We have a lot of cards here for donors on their birthdays and bishops, and did some signing of those cards. And that brought me to the end of the day on Thursday, June 9th. So those are my daily diary updates for Monday, June 6th through Thursday, June 9th of 2022. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon.